Welcome to the Happy Workaholic Podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman. Over the past 20 years, I've worked in beauty, luxury, corporate, and service-driven industries. I created the opportunity in these careers and in my own businesses that allowed me to travel the world, experience once-in-a-lifetime events, and build brands while providing my expertise to clients all around the globe. Life is short, and when you're given a second chance, you better believe I'm going to take it, celebrate it, and share it with you. This show is intended to elevate your mind, upgrade your business, enhance your life, and become part of a positive and uplifting community. If you're ready to take your business and life to that next level you deserve to be at, this is the show for you. Inspiration, motivation, and determination are what got me to where I am today. Tune in every week to hear from myself, other entrepreneurs, professional patients, small business owners, and fellow podcasters who will be featured on the show. I'm here to remind you to work hard, share your story, follow your dreams, and never, ever give up. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe to the Happy Workaholic Podcast. Today's episode starts now.
COVID-19, better known as coronavirus, has spread throughout the world. Symptoms of this respiratory disease may include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. These symptoms may show up 2 to 14 days after exposure. If you are experiencing these symptoms and have come into contact or are in an area with an ongoing outbreak, please call a hotline and/or consult with a physician. Clean and disinfect high-touch surfaces. For more information, please visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Thank you.
Hello, and welcome back to a brand new show. Today, I am recording at my desk rather than my studio, which is my closet, because I feel like the background of the birds chirping is something that we all need right now. A little piece of sunshine in nature and just happiness, right? So we've all been going through it, and I just wanted to share today how to navigate through the worst storm of your life, which I feel like we're all feeling at this moment. This episode is going to be full of positivity and tips that I am personally doing, things that I've done before in the past that have helped me personally and professionally, because we are all feeling it in all the ways. So it's been a week and every day is different and we just don't know what's to come. There's just like a big question. So the only thing to keep our sanity is just to stay grounded and to do as much as we possibly can to keep us in a good mindset. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, so that we can be our best for ourselves and our family and our friends. So I just want to start off by saying that, if you're new to the show, 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with MS and another disease that was going to leave me blind and paralyzed. And I had to close my businesses that I had and bring everything to the internet. So when I dive into the professional aspect of this on how to navigate through something that you may be going through right now, I'm going to be sharing the tips and things that I actually did to get me to where I am now. So if you are somebody that had to recently close a business, or you just got laid off, or you're trying to figure out how the hell you're about to make money and survive, hopefully some of these tips will help you. Now, I want to start off with personal first. So first of all, you need to go outside and get fresh air. I went 4 days without going outside, and that's just a choice I made. I'm one of those people that have a crazy immune system, and so, I catch things much quicker and they hit me a lot harder. And that's just something that, from being misdiagnosed and going through all these things that I, live with. So going out and getting fresh air and getting my mind right is priority, because I can fall into a depression and, I'm suffering from PTSD and trauma and all these things, and literally that shit can creep up within a minute. I just need to keep my head and my mind right. So by getting fresh air, by getting some vitamin D, going outside, I have my window open and the birds are chirping. Like, these are things I need first thing in the morning. If you are somewhere where it's very cold and you can't open your window right now, maybe invest in some red lights for some red light therapy, put on some spa-like music, and just try to create an environment that makes you happy. When I wake up every morning, I'm extremely grateful. So I have gratitude practices that I do. I do do meditations. I read affirmations. I journal every single day. Maybe do something like that. I do breath work. And if you're interested in learning more about breath work, I actually have quite a few clients that are certified and they are breath work facilitators, and all of them are doing a lot of things online over the next couple of weeks. If you're interested in learning more about any of that, just let me know. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram at the Happy Workaholic and I can send you their way. There's quite a few, as we're all, living on the internet these days. So going back to, my morning routine and just things that get me in a positive place. I have to do all these things in the morning. I light a candle. I put on my oil diffuser. I've done a couple episodes about my morning routine and like my favorite scents and all of those things. So, now it's more like, okay, what project can I tackle? Because we're on lockdown for like a month. So the only time I go out is really to get a walk and if I need to get something at the store, but I'm going to try to wait another week to get anything so that I can just get everything in like one stop and restock. So the other day I had to go to the bank. That was like a priority and, I'm good right now. I just need to go out and basically get some fresh air. So to keep your mind right, just figure out like who you want to talk to for the day, maybe do Zoom calls, FaceTimes. Everybody is posting their group Zoom calls. It's so funny. Everyone's on Zoom right now. And that's what we need. We need to come together. We need to laugh. We need to cry. We need to have a iced coffee together, or hot coffee, cappuccino, a glass of wine, like whatever the hell you enjoy it with someone else. But going back to the projects, some of the things that I've done so far are organize all my clear bins that are in my closet. I haven't tackled the clothes yet, but that is for sure coming. Cleaning my makeup brushes, that's coming tomorrow. I just need to make a list. I'm a huge list maker. I yesterday ripped off all my gel nails, and it's so funny because I posted on Facebook and everybody was asking me. Thank God my roommate had acetone, but I was already halfway in. And then I went through my nail polish collection and I'm like, what the hell? Why do I have these nail polishes from 20 years ago? Colors I would never even wear. Throw them away. It's going to make you feel good with these projects. It's like a cleanse. In order to stay organized, if you have all the kids at home, if you have, a new work from home schedule that you're not used to, something that I did for myself, and this is just for me, I'm not looking out for any children or any other family members, is I do meal preps. So I prep all my meals, and now it's like an even better time. But then if you're bored, sometimes you just want to cook something. So it really depends on your mood. I mean, I do the same, but I always like to have things prepared. So when I'm in work mode, I can just grab my green juice, grab my shake, grab my soup I made, grab my stir fry for dinner. Like I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about time blocking a meal situation. I can just grab it because I'm very busy and I need these things ready. If you are somebody that is really good with making lists, I even made out my menu list and then from my next meal preps as well as the food list. So once I go sometime next week, I can just get everything in one shopping experience, hopefully. And I have my list. Like if I'm craving something, I'm adding it to the list. So that way you can just go once and get the hell out of there, So if you're not good at lists, or maybe you are good at lists, help a friend. So my best friend, she was like super stressed at work and she was just like so busy. And I'm like, okay, let's make a list. And I just started going through like all the foods, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the kids' snacks, what they love. And I know all those snacks, so I would just like write them down. But if you are somebody that's not good under pressure, or you're just crazy busy and your mind's going a mile a minute, maybe you need somebody to help you make the list so you don't forget like the simple things like the kids' milk or formula or whatever it is that you guys would have like as a staple at your house. Like help a friend out with their shopping list. Like just hop on the phone or hop on a FaceTime and be like, okay, let's make a list. What are you missing? What do you want to cook? What do you want to have ready so you don't have to, spend more time if you are working at home. It's a whole different scenario with your work schedule when you have kids running around. So just prepare. So help a friend out, make a list, or ask a friend if you need help making a list. Something else I'm going to tackle is, besides going through all my clothes, are my photo albums. And this is going to be, I'm like honestly dreading this project. Well, I'm excited about it, but I'm dreading it because I have over 100 photo albums. When I worked overseas on cruise ships, I was the one spending hundreds of dollars developing photos at CVS. And they're like the best memories of my life. And I'm so excited to have them. But a lot of them, they get stuck to the plastic. And like, I just want to organize them. And some are ripping. I mean, I still have my baby book, like all these crazy things. So that's like a last minute project, I don't know, that's going to take days. So that's definitely something on my list. So if you have things you're like, oh, I do not want to open that closet, just take it like one step at a time. So I think I'm going to break down my photo albums. Like I'll tackle the small ones one day, I'll tackle the medium one day, I'll tackle the really large ones the next. Or maybe honestly, I should do it opposite, right? So something else that a lot of my friends are doing and people I see online is they're dropping off meals. And if you are somebody that loves to cook and maybe your friends don't have time to cook, like make a nice meal for them or their family and just drop it off within 6 feet distance, right? Social distancing. Now, getting into working from home tips. I think that it's great if you time block, you create a schedule. A lot of my friends with kids are making a schedule for their children, like no iPad during certain hours. They can only watch TV certain hours. They have to work on their schooling certain hours. So just create a calendar or a system that works for you and your family. Because if you are working from home, that's a whole nother situation that you yourself are not used to. And how I work can be completely different than how you work and how you even want to work. I'm an extremely scheduled and routine person. A lot of my friends are not, and they're successful. So it doesn't matter like which way, just choose a way that works best for you. And now if you're at home, your family. So maybe you don't want to work in the morning. The other day I just could not get anything done in the morning. So I chose to work all night, which is weird because I've also had insomnia every single day this week, which is also weird. And I just have kind of and I'm just worried about myself at this point, not an entire family and children. And I still have to make changes. So you just go with the flow, We're living in a crazy situation right now. So whatever you feel works best for you in that day, just do it. If you need to switch it up, if you need to, it's all about trial and error. See what works. It doesn't have to be routine and scheduled like myself. My schedule's been crazy this week, but usually it's the same on how I work on my projects. I'm all over the place. I'm recording every day. Next week I'm recording every day. I have 3 shows going out every week. That's not my normal schedule. Usually I do 1 show a week. Now I have my series, but now I'm pushing out more commercials. So that's more work. That's more production. That's more recording. Usually I only record 2 days a week. Now I'm doing 5. It's a lot more on my plate, but it's a lot more content and conversations that I want to share with you guys because they're really important to hear, especially now. I don't want to be the one talking all the time anymore. I want to share stories of other amazing people that are coming on the show. So that's why I've kind of shifted my schedule and pushing out more shows. Now, if you are somebody that's currently looking for work or looking for more advertisement, I just want to remind you that I recently relaunched the justforuscommunity.org. So check that out. I'll put the link in the show notes. If you are looking for work, you are looking for supplies or something, just let me know so I can add it to the next commercial on the next show completely free. If you're looking for more press or PR or writing gigs, I use HARO, which stands for Help a Reporter Out, for all my press and media and for articles that I write that get published. That's where I go. And I've been getting so many emails from, the normal amount of emails, but more pitches that everybody is looking for content because everybody's at home right now. So the amount of articles that you can write is just insane, depending on the topic, obviously, and what you do for a living. But HARO is basically pitching your stories to outlets. So it's news, TV, media, online publications, podcasts even. It's literally everything. So if you're looking to get seen online, if this is a new venture for you or something new, I would really recommend HARO. So I'll put that in the show notes for you as well. And now more than ever, podcasting is just going to blow up. I mean, I read something the other day that Apple Podcasts is about to reach 1 million. They're almost at 1 million. They should be at over 1 million this week of podcasters just on Apple Podcasts. I'm on more than 10 platforms, and the amount of people starting podcasts right now is going to be insane. So because of that reason, I just want to share with you guys that I have a full-on done-for-you service and production, but I want to share with you that now is a time for you to do your research and create and do what it is that's burning inside of you. Create something amazing. And if you're somebody that obviously lost their job or you're working with limited funds, I want you to know that everything you need I have for you, and it's for free. So all you need to do is just visit the link in my Instagram and you will see the libraries that I have there. I have a free LinkedIn library. I have On the House, which is my podcast library, and that will teach you, again, it's completely free. So if you're like, shit, I need a podcast, I need to share my story, I need to share my work, like whatever it is, if you're going to use it for personal or professional or to make money, everything you need to know is there. And on Monday, I'm actually going to release another episode that I'm adding to that library. So it's going to show you how to launch. It's going to show you how to market and to monetize and all the things that you need to know about podcasting. And it's completely free. So if you're sitting at home and you're just like, what am I going to do? And you're really considering podcasting, just send me a message. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. LinkedIn as well. If you're like, now's the time I want to update my profile, like I have so many episodes on LinkedIn. So again, that library is completely free. So I will add that link in the show notes for you as well. It's also on my Instagram. So if you follow me at The Happy Workaholic on Instagram, just click the link there and you'll get access to all the libraries. Something that keeps me sane is just getting organized and just getting rid of shit. And I've said this quite a few times, but on the first of the month, I always back up my computer, put everything to Dropbox, put everything to my external hard drive, track all my social media stats, all my downloads. These are things that I've done for years. So if you are somebody that just wants to like, just get organized and just work on some projects that make you feel good after you get that fresh air and clear your mind, of course, get back inside and just, delete the photos from your phone that you don't need. Make sure you are backed up to an iCloud if you have an Apple phone or whatever cloud you use. Dropbox, there's a million other ones. Those are important things to do. I can't tell you how many of my friends never check that, and that would destroy me if I lost my photos. And I've had a couple friends that's happened to. I would lose my mind. So I have things backed up literally in like 3 or 4 spots. You can actually do that if you're walking, going for a walk. You can, multitask if you want. If you want to still sit outside, get some fresh air while you're doing these projects. I do the same thing on my desktop. I do the same thing online with my password. Like now's the time, I just switched my bank. So I had to, do everything with the app and the online banking and all that. So I have all new passwords, all new numbers. So I had to like reorganize all that. So just make a list and just do like one thing at a time. It's just going to get your mind right, your mind off of things. Be selective when you're online with, consuming the news. I mean, I was watching just so much the other day. I just kind of lost it. And just hearing from so many friends losing their businesses and losing their jobs and just what everybody is going through right now, it just like really hit me. And I'm so grateful that, I do have a podcasting business and I do have the opportunity that I work from home. So now I feel like more than ever, I should be able to help more people. And I want to be able to help as many people as I can by sharing all of my content that's for free so that you can go and do whatever it is you need to get done, whether it's getting organized or whether it's, launching your own show or updating your LinkedIn or just learning how to clean your makeup brushes, like whatever it is, and you need help, seriously, just reach out. Like I'm here for you. I always say that I'm like even more serious now more than ever because I know that so many people are suffering right now. And this is really the only thing that I can offer is just like my experience and going through crazy times already and just, sharing what works for me. You might not like to write lists. Some of my friends like can't stand lists. They're like, you and your damn list. I'm like, listen, this is what keeps me organized. This is what keeps me sane. I forget things all the time. That's another reason why I am a huge fan of the to-do list. So, another thing that you just should keep in mind and that I did the other day, which I'm so proud of, is that going through all my bins of like products, like hair products, makeup products, toiletries, use what you have now. You may be somebody that's buying in bulk, and I don't really. Like when I buy soaps, they're like 3 in a pack, but I just buy what I need because I'm trying really hard to live this minimalistic life. Like most of my clothes are the same thing in a different color. I started doing this when I was living as a little nomad for a couple months, and now I'm still trying to keep that mind frame of not buying in abundance, right? So I went through my clear bin that I have that has like all my toiletries, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a shampoo and conditioner in here. I need to use that. Is it my favorite? No. But do I want to go out and spend like $20 on new shampoo and conditioner? No. What if I need that for food down the road? Or what if I need that for something else? Because times are not really promised at this moment. Like, it's just all craziness. So you need to use what you have and then make a list of what you need to buy next. So that's what I'm continuously doing and just checking things off. So there's a lot of things I had in my clear bin of toiletries and products and all these things that I'm going to use before I buy anything else. And it's going to make you feel good, and you're going to be able to save more money, right? So those are the tips, and those are things that I'm personally doing right now that's helping me stay sane and just navigate through this week and last week. This week, for sure, I did a lot more of those projects, and I'm excited to do more. Semi-excited about the photo albums. So now I want to talk a little bit about your professional life and how to navigate through this insane time. So whether you are working from home, you're still employed, or you recently got laid off, or you lost your business, first of all, if you have any questions about where to go next, just reach out. I'd be more than happy to get on a call with you, or Zoom, or whatever, FaceTime, however you feel comfortable, if you just want to speak to somebody else. And, I've already gone over, work from home tips, but now I really want to emphasize like where can you go next and how you can make money. So I feel like when I got sick 4 years ago and I had to go through this process, it's just, I don't even know how to say it. It was just so mind-boggling. Like, I literally couldn't comprehend like how this was happening. And now in the world that we're living at this current state, it's just up in the air. And there's so many businesses that are just hoping they survive. So you have to think out of the box. You have to be creative. But the very first thing you're going to have to do, because I didn't do this myself, and now I know you have to do this. Like, I literally lost my mind. I was so stressed out. I was crying every single day. Granted, I was on all these medications that made it a lot worse, but it's like everything I created and I was doing for years just stopped. It just disappeared and it was done. And I don't really know how else to share, like how I can help you other than telling you what I did. And maybe some of these tips will work for you. Maybe they won't, but this is why I have this show, to share things so that hopefully you can implement them into your own personal or professional life and they'll help you. I mean, even just one. So the first thing you need to do is obviously when you wake up, be grateful and continue to, meditate and journal and blast the music, whatever the hell it is you need to do to get you in a happy mindset, just do that. Then sit down and figure out a plan. And this is when the list comes back. You guys, I'm a huge fan of the to-do list. Either put it in notes on your phone, write the shit down, or just keep it in your mind. But the power of writing stuff down does wonders. Like, it's so nice to look back. Like, I'm literally looking at a clear bin in my closet right now, and it has over 30 journals and previous planners. And I just really am grateful that I still have them. Like, I don't throw those away because I want to remember when I go through things in my life. Most of the time I can't remember, so those really come in handy. But I just really recommend writing everything down, and it's going to get you really clear on what it is that you want to do. Maybe you just want to do like a brain dump because you're all over the place and you don't know what the hell you want to do. That is also okay. When it comes time to getting organized, do whatever you feel you need to do, however you feel the best. Like I said, writing it down, doing it digital, and be as creative as you can. Now is the time to do whatever the hell you've been wanting to do. Just figure out a plan and just fucking do it. That is my advice to you. Why are you going to wait any longer? Everything right now can be done because of the internet. The reason why I have this show, the reason why I have this business is because I brought everything to the internet. That is why. If you have no idea how to do that, call me, let me know. I will show you. You need to first have a plan. Who are you going to serve? Who do you want to coach? What kind of business do you want? What kind of products do you have? Maybe you're sitting on shit that you can sell on an eBay store. Things are not stopping in that department. Everybody is coming online. So if you have something that you want to do it now, but create an opportunity that for yourself where you're proud and you're happy and you can provide for yourself or your family. Now is the time. I can't emphasize that enough. And from somebody that's already been in a situation that had to stop everything, close the doors and come online, I'm telling you, it's the best thing I ever could have done, because now I can work from anywhere in the world. I can make money from anywhere in the world, and I can serve anybody in the world. And that's what you should be able to do as well with any business that you have online. There's so many ways that you can get creative with any kind of business that if you had an actual store and you're not allowed to be open right now, there's ways that you can still make money on the internet. You just have to be creative. You just have to figure out a plan. It's trial and error. People may be buying a certain product and not another. You just have to be as creative as you possibly can. And I cannot emphasize that enough. If you are trying to get into network marketing, that might be a great idea because you're working for someone that already has everything in place. It may be a small investment. It may be a big investment. I mean, they're all different. I have a lot of clients that have done them in the past. I have some friends that are very successful with them, but you have to keep in mind the way that you present yourself and how you're posting could really affect somebody's way of shopping and their relationship with you. I'm seeing a lot of iffy posts online. I know that now is the time that it would be great to invest in a network marketing company if that's, your next thing, if you're thinking about it, but you have to remember the sensitive issues that we're all, living through. And there's a certain way that you can help people. Sliding into their DMs with a mile-long pitch isn't about to work right now, okay? So if you're somebody that's been doing that, you need to stop because you need to create a relationship in order to sell. You need to change your way of speaking, especially when it comes to messaging, because people might take it the wrong way, especially if they're in not a good mindset for the day. People are losing everything left and right. And when somebody's blowing up your phone with different companies, and it's just too much. And so you have to keep that in mind. You have to be extra sensitive during this time. There's a certain way to sell. And that's just honestly, that's just common sense. There's such a, negative, what's the word I'm looking for? There's just so much negativity about network marketing companies and the way that they pitch you. And then there's such a positive way as well when, I am having somebody on the show that's coming out soon who is involved in network marketing. And if you follow her, you will never know what product she's selling unless you ask, because she's sharing her experience with it. She's sharing how it works, how it provides for her family. So just be really careful when it comes to network marketing, how you're posting. I just think it's really important, especially right now because of things that are going on. Yes, it's something great to get into. I am not in a network marketing company, but I do see the benefits, but I also do see a wide variety of posts, positive, negatives, little sketchy and iffy, and we just have to be really mindful about how we're, sharing our story or how we're selling, You just have to be extra sensitive, especially now. So I do want to just mention that because a number of people have reached out to me this week. I'm not sure why, but wanting me to get involved in their company. And that's just not my thing. But I appreciate them reaching out, but some of them, I just was mind blown how the messaging came across, and I just can't even respond to those. And I'm sure you've gotten them as well. So I just wanted to mention that. So going back to, bringing your business online, it doesn't have to be a big investment. You can purchase a domain from GoDaddy for literally 99 cents. You can watch tutorials on YouTube. You can Google shit. You can, check out all of my free content and just figure out how you want to present what you have in your mind once it's written down, once you want to launch, how you can make money and how you can really help people with whatever it is that you're thinking about, whether it's a product or a service. A lot of people that have been in events and been in restaurants, they're bringing a lot of things online, like how to share recipes. Well, they are sharing recipes. And, just think of everybody in Hollywood, all these singers and actors, they're doing a lot more things online. Everybody's doing live streams. We just all need to come together as a community money. And if you are looking to launch a business or just bring your experience to the internet, just do it. This is the perfect time, and you don't have to spend a ton of money. I promise you. I already had a website, so I basically just redid my entire site. If you don't know how to do that, you can honestly just like do everything in a Word doc and then learn how to upload. It doesn't have to be crazy technical in code. You can learn how to upload images as well as the text for each page and just keep it super basic. You don't even have to do all of that. You can just create one simple landing page on MailChimp. You can create something on Canva. These are all free services. So if you're looking to make money and you have $0, again, the internet is where you need to be. Free information, free content, free services. Get your shit together and just figure out, like, how am I going to continue to make money? Everybody has a gift that we can share. Everybody has experience that somebody else doesn't have. So you need to use that and you need to share it and you need to be able to help other people. So whatever your gift is, write it down, figure out how you can help other people, and then monetize it. Now is the time. I seriously can't say that enough. And I'm just seeing so many people suffering right now, and I just want to be able to help as many as I can. And that's why I wanted to put the show together specifically today, because, you know, we just need to continue to be as positive as possible. But in order to run a business, you have to be good yourself. So it's good in your mind, in your body. Everything needs to be good. It's hard to work in a very stressful environment. I've done it and it sucks. I've done it sick. I've done it stressed. I've done it all kinds of ways. And the best way is being positive and being grateful and just showing up and being creative. And no two people are the same. So what you have to offer is different than somebody else. I have a podcasting business. I have a show you're listening to right now. Over 1 million other people have shows. You choose to listen to this because of what I'm sharing. My story is different than the next. I swear a lot. Some people don't like that. So this is not the show for you. I'm just really passionate about what it is that I do and how I can help people more now than ever. So again, get situated, get your mind right first. When you wake up, be grateful. Write shit down. Learn how to meditate. Again, if you want to do some breath work, reach out to me because I have a number of clients that are doing online free workshops, and I'm telling you, it'll change the way that you feel every single day by doing something like that. If that's not for you, and you have a favorite playlist on Spotify like I do, like 1 million, and you need to blast that shit, then that's exactly what you need to do. If you need to go outside and go for a run, go do that. Do whatever you need to do to get your head right. And then when it comes time to being creative, it's just going to flow out of you. I promise. Because I had writer's block for like 2 weeks. And then I started doing these other practices. And then it just like started coming back. And sometimes that happens. I write every single day. And I write for a lot of people. And when it comes time to writing my own stuff, sometimes I get stuck. And that's what was happening. And it's the craziest thing. Because like, I can't remember the last time that has happened. But again, I think it was just like everything going on in the world and I was stressed out, and that's when you can't create. And so I just kind of took a personal day, which I can't remember the last time I did that. And I redid my entire office and production setup and just my whole entire revamp of my show. My 200th episode is right around the corner, you guys. I cannot wait to share it with you. And I can't even believe that. And I've just been revamping everything having to do with this show. Running the show is a full-time job. And so I just really needed to streamline like my guests, the production, the media, the pitches, the brands, the commercials. Like there's a lot. And so I just needed to stop everything on the computer and go back to the list and write shit down and get organized. And if you have a podcast and you're all over the place and you need someone to show you a system, seriously, reach out to me anytime because we can just FaceTime and I can show you. I'm staring at it on my wall right now. You can see my whole setup, and that might not be for you, but it might help you create a system that works for you. You know, sometimes it helps looking at others. So I'd be more than happy to share that with you. It's actually saved in my highlights under March, the month of March, if you want to look at that. So I think that's all I want to share with you guys today. Just, you know, honestly, I hope you are sane, sanitized, and staying safe. social distancing, staying indoors as much as possible. And if you do need any assistance getting organized or helping with your business, just reach out. If you do want to invest in anything, I'm offering 50% off all of my programs. So just let me know if you're interested. If you're not, it does not matter because I have a ton of free content if you want to do it yourself. So it's completely up to you, but I do have 3 spots available for your podcast production, and that's for the remainder of the year. However, I am thinking about launching something else with podcasting to help more people because I do see a huge need for it right now. But if you are interested in the Done For You service, just check out my website. If you are looking for any kind of free content, I have a ton. Just check the show notes for my Instagram bio link. And again, if you are somebody that's looking for work, if you're somebody looking for supplies, please reach out on my website, thehappyworkaholic.com. As the justforuscommunity.org just relaunched, I'm running commercials mentioning what it is that you are in need of. So I'd be more than happy to help you out in that department. And then lastly, I have the I Chose This Life series that just launched earlier this week. A new episode is going out Wednesday for that. And then new episodes for the Leverage Your LinkedIn series and the Professional Patient are also launching very soon. So all of those episodes will be in rotation on Wednesdays. My shows will be Monday and Fridays right now. So there's 3 shows every week. So on Monday, you're going to hear a show again about podcasting. So if you're looking to revamp your show, up-level your show, just learn about the business in general, I'm going to be recording a special episode for that to really be released on Monday. Wednesday, I have a guest coming on, which I'll be sharing with you. And then Friday, I'll have a new show. And then on the 30th, on Monday, is my 200th episode. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be huge. And thanks so much for listening. I just hope that you guys are, just being as positive as possible and staying indoors. But again, going outside and getting fresh air because we just desperately need that. And I hope you enjoyed the bird chirping in the background. That was just for you. And if you need anything, I'm always here for you. So please reach out and I will talk to you guys soon. Your time is so valuable, and I really appreciate you carving out a little piece of your day to listen to today's episode. If you liked this one, please share it with someone who you feel needs to hear this message. And don't forget to tag me at The Happy Workaholic on Facebook and Instagram so I can feature you on my stories. Listening on Apple Podcasts? I would love it if you would leave me a review on today's show. Your input means so much and also helps me create more of the content you'll love. Want to continue today's conversation? You can join us in the Happy Workaholic Network Facebook group. Simply answer the questions and you're in. For more information on myself and to get the latest in business, LinkedIn, organizing, and podcasting news, sign up to receive my weekly newsletter at thehappyworkaholic.com. I hope that your day continues to be happy, healthy, positive, and productive, and I'll talk to you again soon.